How can you be the recruiter that really stands out to your clients? Check out this video right now to see what we do. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you haven't yet seen this channel before, it is all about making you the next Millionaire Recruiter. Let's get to it. Okay, so there are lots of amazing things I get asked all the time, and one I want to focus on this week, yes, every Thursday at noon, check out this channel, is how do you stand out to clients? What makes you as a recruiter better than other recruiters, not just individually, but as like a firm, or if you're by yourself. Yeah, what does make you an individual recruiter better? What makes you a great client manager? So much goes into it. So I'm going to very quickly talk to you about what isn't done and then focus more on what you should do. So most recruiters, which is why industry doesn't have the best name in the world, but it is getting better. The reputation's getting better. So thank you to everyone that is making that possible. So first, lots of recruiters don't have a grand relationship with their clients, and vice versa. The client doesn't really think of the recruiter as a partnership. They think of someone that's like faceless, nameless, basically, just someone that's sending them resumes almost as like a job board. Their recruiters are just spamming over candidates, sometimes talking to them, sometimes not, more often than not even talking to them. A lot of clients don't even know if they're interested in them. It's super common practice, which is sad. Other recruiters don't even have a good intake. Remember, intakes is what starts this whole process. It's what makes the candidate tick, what's gonna help you in the end. They don't know all of those things. The candidate lots of times doesn't even know who the recruiter is. Again, faceless. So you're having a lot of miscommunication, a lot of scrambling out at the last minute in order to get a deal done, no relationship anywhere. That is super normal for a lot of recruiting firms, a lot of recruiters in general. So the way you can stand out to a client is just doing your job. And here's what I think a recruiter's job is as a client, between a client holder. First of all, you need to make sure that you're telling your clients everything you know about the candidate as far as what can sell the candidate to the client. Initial notes, why they're interested. Again, the key is interested. You might laugh and say, who sends resumes to clients that aren't interested? It happens a lot. So make sure the candidate is genuinely interested. And also, this is something that frustrates me, so I have to take a moment to talk about it. When you're talking to a candidate and they want to talk to you all of your opportunities and they seem like really willy-nilly, they're not asking any questions, they probably aren't even looking at that company. So here's what can happen. One, they could have already talked to the company. God, I hate that. Two, they have no idea what the company does. So when they get on the phone with the company, they're like, who are you again? That happens, hate that. Or three, once you reach out to them and be like, hey, so Google wants to talk to you, and they're gonna be like, who's that? Or, oh, I already prioritized other companies, because they're just looking for the fast fit, not the right fit. So as a recruiter, you need to identify those candidates as well. And in my opinion, don't work with them, or just know what you're getting yourself into so you're not mad and you don't have any surprises. So that's really crucial. Quality with clients is really crucial. That goes to, the spamming of the resumes and stuff. The quality over quantity, I think, is really important, not only for your client, because they don't want to sift through resumes, but also for yourself, because really, in theory, when you're getting a bunch of interviews with your client and a lot of activity that's not going anywhere, you have to take a step back and say, wait a minute, am I just like getting interview numbers, or am I actually doing quality work that my client is going to benefit from? So those two have to match up. Additionally, to really stand out as a recruiter to your client, you have to have valid information. So for example, let's say a candidate goes on an on-site interview with your client. Well, before the client even gets back, you should already have post on-site information for your client. You send it over to your client. Hey, how did so-and-so's interview go yesterday? Here's a few notes I already have from this person. gold. So, a lot of recruiters try to go the easy route and try to skip that step, because what they want to do is they want to hear from the client that that candidate did well, and then they want to call the candidate. Well, what if you already give them that information? You know how valuable that is? And then guess what the client's going to do? They're going to loop you into every single information that's going on at the company. And at each stage, when it comes to the offer, they might even let you present the offer, which I think is cool too. That goes both ways. We'll talk about that later. But so think about how much information the company will offer you without even asking for it when you're doing the same. Remember, in general, with recruiting, you give a little, you get a little. You give a little, you get a lot. It goes both ways. So that's super, super, super important. Another beautiful way you can help the client, and this is a biggie. A lot of recruiters and recruiting companies do not do this for their client. This is where your partnership lies. First of all, treat your client like partnership, like you work at their company. You know a bunch of knowledge about their client. That's super important. You're looking at podcasts, articles, you're in the news with your clients as well, and you're not just relying on them to give you information. Because remember, you're even though you're a partnership and they should think of you, if you did a good job, they did, they still have a lot of things going on, and you're not an employee there. So you have to get this information, you have to stay in the loop. So how we do that with the client and making sure you're getting even more benefits for them is you're being honest with what's going on and what you see. So is their interview process broken? Is the feedback taking too long? Are they losing offers because they're not good at offer time? Are their offers too low? You have to let your client know as much feedback. A good one is, what if someone with the client that's interviewing your candidates, what if they're rude? What if they come across wrong? That's all good information. And no, you're not tattletelling. You're just helping the client put their best foot forward, just like you would do for the candidate. So this is all about the client right now. So the information, that street goes both ways, and the client needs to know how they're coming across. Also to help them on Glassdoor reviews, which I hate, by the way. It's like they're like Yelp reviews. People only talk about bad things. Don't do that. So yeah, you want to give lots of information to your clients. And also, information is so powerful, and the more you know, the more respect they'll give you, and vice versa. It's just so amazing. So how to be the good recruiter with a client. Let's recap really quickly. It's information, it's being candidate honest, it's being on top of their news and info, it's giving the client as much candidate information as possible, and making sure that candidate is indeed interested in them, because it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of heartache, trust me. Okay, cool. So I would love to hear from all of you as to how you make your client relationship super powerful. Again, what happens if you have a powerful client relationship? Hopefully you're making money there in placements, and also referrals. Love referrals, gets you so far. Again, that's why you pay it forward, and that's why actually I am here on the millionairerecruiter.com on this channel, and why I did my e-course. So don't forget to check that out. Like, subscribe. See you every Thursday at noon. And remember that money is just a vessel that gets you to do all the amazing things that you want to do. So go do it.